What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tom and Will FPL show, the Game Week 16 show. We're back. How are you, Will?
I'm good, mate. Nice to see you, my friend. It's good to be back. Kind of settling down a little bit after like the relentless amount of football we've had. I know we've still got Champions League. And
It's just getting started, bro.
No, I know, but last week it was a bit like it's a lot. I loved it, but like we've also had like the World Cup draw, which wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And like FA Cup draw, which is horrendous for us, but yeah, it's just and it's Christmas, man. It's Christmas. It's Christmas time.
Mate, I've totally checked out for Christmas now. I put the tree up last week after the show.
Oh yeah.
Then had a weekend, and we were all talking about, obviously we've got Christmas dues coming up, we're organising Christmas, and I've just gone from 0 to 10 straight off the back of that weekend, and I didn't really want to go to work this week, and I think there's a chance, I'm freelance, everybody, I think there's a chance yesterday might be my last day of the year. No other jobs, there's been some jobs moving around that have moved to January, so I feel like this could be me. Yeah, next time,
congratulations, mate.
Like, I'm absolutely wiped at the moment, not feeling great, but as of next week, I should be on the 10 o'clock rosés again. Do you know what I mean?
Welcome back. The holiday, Tom's holiday mode is sensational. For those that haven't watched much of the show or listened to much of the pod, Tom's done a few pods away on holiday with the family, and it's great. He's there with his Hawaiian shirt, and like
when I'm in holiday mode, I'm in holiday mode.
His shirt's on, and if it depending on what time of the day we record or what time I speak to Tom, those buttons of his they come further and further down until it's just full breast open because he's on the vino from 10 a.m. I love it.
it's gonna be the mince pies cracking out. That's the problem.
Oh man,
that's the ones that get you.
Mate, I do love Christmas. I'm looking forward to it.
Bring it on. Bring it on. That's what I say. How are you feeling about the Christmas do then this week then?
So we've got a Christmas do this Saturday, Tom and I, with some fantastic friends. And I was just saying to Tom before we hit the button to start recording, I was like, I had to try on some of my suits, right? Because I've like been backwards and forwards.
You've got to go suited and booted. This is quite a big deal. This do. You can't just rock up in trainers and jumper or whatever.
And those that do think they can slide under the radar with like jeans and a suit jacket, they will get called out for sure. Anyway, so I was like, right. To tell a family secret, tell a little bit inside secret. I put on a little bit of weight over the last few years, and it just doesn't seem to go. I think it's an age thing, and body changes, and it happens. But boy, do I need to lose some weight because none of my suits fit. It's such a demoralising thing where I had to take myself for a long walk with Luna, with the dog after, because I was like, my boy, you need to lose some weight.
Luna's the one going, should we go for a walk? Will? Taking you for a walk.
She's there going, mate. She's there going, yeah, it's one thing that will solve that, mate. Steps. Come on. So, yeah.
I can just imagine you down Lyme Regis Promenade with, what do you call it, the old segways, just with Luna on a lead. You're just going down. No steps necessary.
Well, the thing is, though, is the problem is, I think moving house and all that kind of stuff, and like you just don't look after yourself, do you? You fall out of your routine and stuff. Yeah. And then also, I've moved down to a property, Mum and Dad's place. Love it. I'm so lucky to be here. It's fantastic. But I've got two main vices in my life. I don't really do sweet things. Like don't binge on crisps or chocolate or fizzy drinks. But the two things I love in this life are wine.
Yep.
And cheese.
Yeah,
and in this house, I will do my hardest to drink all of the wine and eat all of the cheese, and then all magically it just reappears. Oh, damn it! But yeah, and Christmas is not going to get much easier. So I think I'm just going to write it off until the new year, and then bang, wallop, we're going to go.
Yeah, mate, you enjoy yourself. You enjoy yourself till after Christmas. Can't be hitting diets now. Do you know what I mean?
No, but yeah, I've got to go and buy a new suit either tomorrow or Friday.
I might try on a suit tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to wear. Blimey.
Anyway, what's going on today then, Thomas?
Well, it's the Game Week 16 free hit show where, as we do every week, Will and I will be battling. We both come up with our free hit teams, and we will battle to get our picks into the final combined 11. Full disclosure, last week was an absolute catastrophe. I'm not going to lie. It was a tough week for everyone, but particularly the free hit team that we came up with. And if I'm honest, I'm putting it completely down to you, Will. I'm not going to lie. You're supposed to be our Man United expert, right? And you're giving us all these, like, Cunha this, blah, blah, blah. Where was the, like, look, Bruno's going to play and he's going to absolutely clean up, by the way. I missed Bruno last week. What a haul from that man.
I know, mate. Look, if I watched the game, scrutinised the game quite a lot. Wolves are just dire, and they made us look like prime Real Madrid, kind of. But Cunha deserved. Like Cunha's XG, I mean, we had 5 XG like going throughout the game. Like
Bruno could have had like another 3 assists to Cunha alone, couldn't he?
For sure. Yeah. Like Cunha, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. You could easily see Cunha walk away with a hat trick in that game, like, or at least a goal and a couple of assists, or a couple of goals and assists. Just didn't happen. Is what it is. Which was a real shame. I was really begging for it to happen, but it was.
That was a shame.
That's a good. And what really didn't help was the fact of likes of like Shrewsbury Hall and people like that. I mean, in your own personal team as well. Spoiler, but it's the fact that he was just on fire at the moment.
For those that remember, Will and I also free hit our personal teams last week. I free hit out Bruno and Shrewsbury Hall. I had a great time. Really good time. I think the rest of my team was toilet. I haven't checked it. I'm not that guy. I'm just going to leave it and assume that I've done better this week. I did bring in Foden into the free hit, which was a win. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, we'll get to my team in a bit. Yeah, it's a shame. There was quite a few people free hit and didn't get the Jews. There are so many benches with Shrewsbury Hall, and unbelievable.
I know, brutal.
So we'll be looking at this week's transfer targets, who you guys should be looking at for the upcoming game week. As you said, Wolves are looking terrible, so we'll definitely be discussing Arsenal. Saka, in particular, could be a captaincy shout this weekend. Saka was very unlucky last week. He looked good. Didn't get any points, really, for us, did he? He already get 2 points last week.
No, he did a little bit. Didn't he get a little cheeky? Can't remember. He got 4 points.
Yeah, fair. All right, we'll cut that bit out then. I was wrong. All right. And then we're going to finish the show with Footballer 20 questions. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, smash the like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't miss these beautiful shows. You need these free hits in your life every week. You need to know who the people are to target.
Tom, I'm just going to jump in there, actually.
Hello.
So I did a little bit of research on the YouTube stuff.
Right.
With the analytics. I did some
stuff.
Just
get your glasses on, you specky twat.
Got my glasses on. And I noticed, right, we're getting, still on low numbers. Not like we're not breaking the world, setting the world alight with numbers, but we're getting a steady, couple hundred there, here and there. We want you to smash the like button. You don't even have to watch the whole show. Skip the chapters. But if you smash the like button
and then do one, off you go.
And then that's fair. I get it. Our attention spans are nothing nowadays. But smash the like button because it does such. We want to get it out there. We want to get as many people watching as possible. Obviously,
man.
And we just love to and give us a comment, man. Love to hear your feedback. So hit it, man. And same as on the pods as well. Same on the pod.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Right.
Yes.
Before we kick off with FPL, we should just take a moment to talk about the story which has dominated the last week, which is Mohamed Salah.
Kobbie Mainoo.
And Kobbie Mainoo.
Mohamed Salah, I know, man. Look, you called it last week. For those that didn't listen to the show, my goodness, Tom pretty much was like, he doesn't.
It pains me. It pains me to say it, but I literally said there's every chance he gets dropped and then goes in January. And I don't know, it's looking increasingly likely. Massive win for us last night. Huge win against Inter. Undeserved penalty, but great performance. Great team performance. Defensively sound. Midfielders were on fire. Really great performances from the likes of Curtis Jones, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, even McAllister played well. Really, really enthusiastic on the back of that win. And put Salah in a bit of a bad spot now. because you could argue that's one of our best performances this season. So where he goes next, is he going to suck up his pride and apologise? If not, it's not going to end well for him, really. I mean, he'll be hoping that Liverpool get a negative result this weekend, so that he can get some respect back against Slot, who's obviously got the fans' favour at the moment. But yeah, I think he's been a resounding negativity towards Salah. There was not many people come out backing him, to be honest with you. A lot of people seem to be teaming with Slot. I certainly am. It's a shame. It's just a shame. Everyone mainly is just saying how sad it is that a Liverpool legend, you know, his legacy is getting tarnished like this, and potentially this is how he's going to end his Liverpool career. We might not even see him again in a Liverpool shirt. Hopefully we will, but let's see. It's just rubbish. But yeah, I don't think, unless we get an apology in the next 2 days, I can't see him in the squad at the weekend.
I mean, I totally agree. Like, I'm totally not for. That's why I put it. Player FC. There's no bigger player than a club. It doesn't matter who it is. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United, Liverpool. They're all of the biggest clubs of all time, whatever stage. There's never a bigger player than anything like that. So, and fans have to stay by their club, and those that don't aren't really. For me, it doesn't sit very well going forward. It gives the power in the wrong places, and it ruins the game even further than it already has been.
Yeah, but
one thing I will say though,
team, mate, he's disrespected.
I know, but there's a couple of things that I wanted to bring up though. Like the Jota effect for Salah is going to be huge, and I feel for him on a personal level, and I'm sure that that's playing a part in some way, shape, or form. You don't know what's going on in people's minds. The other thing I'll say though, maybe a bit too swiftly from moving from Jota, is I think I wouldn't be surprised if you guys still struggled at the weekend.
No,
against,
I wouldn't be surprised. I think you're
right.
But
because, as we've said so many times, the level of the Premier League, the Italian football is slower. I know they've got a brilliant strike force up front. We kept on hearing about that all day yesterday. But my goodness, I was like, the pace of this game in comparison to any game, even Wolves, even Manchester United versus Wolves, I was like,
mate, you're not wrong.
Because they were back to back.
Brighton are a good team, aren't they, mate? You're absolutely right. It'll be a very different game after midweek. Do you know what I mean? We'll be tired, somewhat depleted as well. Gakpo's injured.
Yes.
Chiesa. We needed Chiesa last night for the first time, and he's bloody injured. It was a shame.
Was he sick or something?
Yeah, he had an illness. Hopefully all right for the weekend. But hopefully. We could actually be a little bit tired going into it. It will be a different game. It will be tough, for sure. But morale is high. Let's ride the back of this. We'll be all right. But yeah, I just hope that Mo sorts himself out and comes away with this, with his reputation intact. But I also like, I wouldn't mind him going in January. As I said last week, it just feels like a good time to go. Feels like we're coming to the end of an era. Good time to cash in. We get a bit of money for him. But let's see.
Yeah.
Right. What's going on with Kobe Mainoo then?
Oh no, I was joking about that really, but he's just. I think he's gonna.
A weird one.
It's criminal to keep him and then not play him because he's ruining his career. He's too good of a talent. He's he's such a knife edge right now, and he needs minutes. So let him go out on loan or play him. Hopefully, this is, and I won't going to go on too long about this. I'm hoping with Mbeumo going off to AFCON after Bournemouth, that we play Bruno in the number 10 with in whichever, with Mount or with Cunha or whatever. I hope with Mount because Mount's looking playing to be very well at the moment, and then they bring Kobe Mainoo in with Casemiro, and I'm sure we'll play really well. But it'll screw Ruben because everyone will be like, we told you so. Yeah. We've been telling you this. Or he doesn't perform and it gives more fuel for Ruben's fire and he goes in January. I just hope we don't sell him.
Yeah.
I just hope we don't sell him.
Well,
but that's about it. That's not. Yeah, I could talk all day, but
we don't want that.
Fingers crossed.
We don't want that. Just
we do. I do it anyway. So,
okay. Right.
Anyway, yeah. Should we get onto the old free hit
Let's
team?
Get into it, mate. Game week 16. It's fast approaching. Do you want to hit us with your team, mate?
Yeah, let's get straight into it. I have gone the old classic in golf. I've stuck Dubravka in there because it's just solid.
Sure.
Every week, he's everyone's second choice goalkeeper pretty much. I've gone a slight cheeky one here just to put a little like thorn in you. I've gone for Bruggen because they've got Liverpool away.
That's unnecessary.
And I just think that Brighton will get a clean sheet and he'll probably save at least 12 shots. So there you go. In defence, I've gone Julian Timber, Matty Cash. I can't pronounce this guy's name. Hincapi. Put Aiden Heaven in there because he's actually getting minutes and he's very cheap.
He's played the last 2 games, hasn't he?
And played really well. Like De Ligt's injured and in the middle of the defence. So in actual fact, it's not just a cheap 3.8 midfielder. It's actually a potential pick against Bournemouth. And then I've gone Big Dan Burn because I wanted some Newcastle against Sunderland.
He did well last week, didn't he?
He did.
He came off and came away with the clean sheet that none of the other Newcastle defenders got.
Which you also got in your personal team, which we're going to come back to, which really annoyed me.
Bit of bench jam. Not enough bench jam. There's a lot more bench jam I could have had.
True. Midfield, I've gone Saka, Bruno Guimaraes, Morgan Rogers, Phil Foden, and Wilson. Is it
Wilson?
What's his first name? Fulham's
Harry
Wilson. What's his first? Harry Wilson.
Yeah.
Jesus. And then up front, I've gone
ex-Liverpool,
of course. And then up front, I've gone Welbeck, Haaland, and Thiago. So,
Welbeck, Thiago.
I mean, it's pretty...
This is a regular front three for you. I feel like you've got Welbeck, Thiago, Haaland every week you come in.
Well, I think I'm also thinking about doing this for my main team because Mateta, I love him. I love Mateta. But he's not really been... Crystal Palace, as we said, they've just been struggling for the amount of fixtures they've got, I think. They've got good fixtures coming up, though, so it's a bit of a... But that's not for now. This is the free hit team, so it's 1 week only.
Yeah, we'll come to personal teams. I've been thinking similar things, which we'll come to.
So let's hear your team then, brother.
Yeah, decent. First of all, mate, I like your team.
Thanks.
The end. A couple of Brighton, 2 Brighton players in there. Away to Liverpool.
Yeah, because Liverpool is shit. Don't care if you won last night. Yes, you look great against an Italian. Let's hear it. What's yours then?
Okay, right. So there's some themes in here, right? I've gone Dubravka, lock. Then I've gone Bernd Leno. So Fulham are away to Burnley. Burnley still struggling for wins, still struggling for goals. I've got triple Fulham in this team. So I've got Leno, I've got Anderson, double defence. Then I've gone double Arsenal defence, same as you, Timber and Hincapi. 2 more locks right there.
Nice.
Aiden Heaven is in also, and another lock.
A lock?
Yeah. And I've also got Bijol of Leeds for 3.9. But Leeds are doing all right. They've been turning corners. He's a great player. He'll probably be sitting on a bench if he does make it into the final 15. He's an enabler. Leeds away to Brentford this week. It's not a bad fixture. Then I've got in midfield, Saka, Foden, Bruno Guimaraes, lock. Right, we're on the same page this week. Then I've got Django. As I said, Brentford are home to Leeds. Rogers, lock.
Another lock. He played well last week.
Then we have got up top Raul Jimenez, my third Fulham, Haaland and Thiago. Lock.
Okay.
So let's quickly have a look in here then and see. That's quite a few locks there, William, isn't it?
I think that's 11 locks.
Shut up, is it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 locks. 10 locks.
Okay, cool. So thoughts. So basically, Will, we've got to find 5 players, as you rightly said. 10 players are locks. I mean,
okay,
you could almost. What are you going to say?
I was going to say. I think we probably may say the same thing. Who's just won any of each other's standout players that you prefer? And personally, I don't mind. I don't mind Leno in goal. I think, as I said, like Verbruggen was a little bit of a cheap dig. And also, I just was like, not really. I was actually toying between trying to get Raya in, but I'd prefer 3 outplaying Arsenal players against Wolves, in my opinion, because what you're going to get 6 points from Raya.
What are you gonna get? What are you gonna get? Maybe.
Exactly. So whereas you may pick up a little bit more, unless Raya goes up for gets put up front. I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened. But yeah, it's so the only other so Leno I'm fine with personally, and then but from my side, I think Matty Cash isn't a bad shout against West Ham.
True, very true. I don't mind the Matty Cash. So the 2 players that interest me from your team is Matty Cash and it is Wilson of Fulham. Obviously, I've got triple Fulham in my team. None of them are locks as yet. We've got a potential 4 Fulham players to choose from here to put into this team. I guess.
Can I just jump in?
Sure.
I'm looking at formations already. There's a really big fly in here. Sorry. I'm looking at formations already. Although I do another dig was Welbeck against Liverpool, and he probably will score. I would say if we were going to put someone on the bench, you put one of the forwards on the bench and play 5 in the middle of the park. Saka, Bruno, Foden, Rodgers, and I think Wilson over Django.
Riddle me this, right? It's Wilson or Raul, because Welbeck doesn't interest me this week. I think I am biased. I need you to ground me and tell me, look, there's every chance Welbeck's going to score. But at the same time, I feel like he's kind of gone off the boil a little bit recently, no?
Yeah, but I feel like he's just been rested his minutes. If you look at his minutes, they obviously had stacked so many games, and the guy is basically near, he's older than me, essentially. So. Kind of. Yeah. But yeah, no, he had to be rested. Look, at the end of the day, he's a starter for them. We know how his goal potential. He's shown it. There's just been too many games in too quick succession. Now, if everything's settled down, I think he's just he's had a week off. Danny Welbeck against Liverpool, hat-trick.
Yeah, he got 90 minutes against West Ham. Didn't score, but 90 minutes is good. 23 minutes the week before, 64 minutes before that. Before those 3 games, he'd been doing all right. He'd been on a good run where he'd scored 5 goals in 4 games.
Exactly, but as I said, it was the 2 Brighton picks against Liverpool actually just a little bit digs, and I'm not really excited by any other forward. And again, cutting to our personal teams, there's no one that I'm really loving right now. Raul's good against Burnley, sure. I think
the thing is with Raul, he doesn't hugely excite me, but he is on pens, right?
True.
And he is ticking along quite nicely. He got an assist last week. He's got 2 goals for the season, 3 assists. So although he's not scoring all the time, he is chipping in and doing all right. 5 points last time out. And again, on pens against Burnley, it's kind of a decent fixture to have him. I fancy him to outscore Welbeck this week.
Okay. Well, look, I'm happy to ditch those 2 Brighton options.
Come on, mate. It makes sense. It makes sense.
All right.
And he's cheaper.
But then, okay, so yeah, true. So Wilson over Django.
So Wilson 5.3, Django 6 million. Yeah, all right.
So we're affording this, no problem.
Fine. All right. So let's go Wilson. I'm into that. I love a bit of ex-Liverpool. I mean, we're not getting any other Liverpool in here, are we? So.
No.
In you go, Harry.
I think we're there then, aren't we?
So now we need 2 centre-backs and a goalie. 2 defenders, rather. What's those centre-backs?
Oh, right.
Matty Cash is interesting. How much we got? We got 14 million for 3 picks. Right, so I think we are starting Timber in Hincapi. We're not going to start Heaven this week. So we need a 3rd starting defender, at least.
Matty Cash at West Ham.
Or Anderson.
Big Dan Burn.
No, I don't fancy Dan Burn this week. Away to Sunderland. Grudge match. You said game of the season. You think Sunderland are going to shut out Newcastle?
We can't get Anderson because we're sticking with Raul, Wilson and Leno.
Leno's not locked in, is he? But
okay.
All I'm going to say don't forget to get the DEFCONs. Anderson is a DEFCON magnet. We know this. He's one of the biggest DEFCON haulers in the league. But if we don't go Leno, that means we've got to go for Bruggen. All right, let's get Leno in, shall we?
I think you've got more chance, like in all honesty, you've got more chance of a clean sheet at Burnley, but you've definitely got more chance of multiple saves with Verbruggen because he albeit he's not been unstoppable, he has been stopping a lot. So,
all right, I think we go Matty Cash over Dan Burn.
Okay, yeah. Do you know what? With Dan Burn, it's with both of those Newcastle picks. There's an element of danger. It's not just an element of danger. There's a huge amount of danger.
Danger.
Like Bruno could quite easily get a goal, an assist, and red card.
For sure. It's going to be spicy, isn't it?
Oh man, I'm so looking forward to it.
Spicy.
So Matty Cash, we'll bring him in. I think he'd be better than Big Dan Burn.
Yeah, fine. So that leaves us, William, with £4.4 million, which feels like it's a bijou or it's a bijou. Bijou is the man. That's the only one we can afford.
That's all we need, isn't it?
Yeah. Bijou's in.
So
Big bad Bijou.
So did we say? So we said Leno.
Yeah.
Right over.
So
Bruggen.
the current squad.
Yeah, go on.
Leno, Dubravka, Timber, Hincapi, Cash, which is probably our starting back three. Heaven and Bijou.
Sure.
Then midfield five. Saka, Foden, Bruno Guimaraes, Rodgers, and Harry Wilson. Up top, Haaland, Thiago, Raul. I got no problems with this.
I've got no problems with it either. It's a strange one, but this is the game week. This is what it's.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
So, captain choice. Now, we're going to talk about this later, so we might as well cover it now. As you said at the start of the show, Saka is such a big shout.
For me, he's really the only guy I'm considering at the moment. I do think Haaland is obviously a massive consideration. Palace, they're playing this week, aren't they, in Europe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're playing Shelbourne away. Where on earth is Shelbourne? That's not a real place.
Isn't that like Shelbourne down in like the West Country down here?
Where's that? Shelbourne.
I don't know, mate.
I think they are Dutch. I might just make that up. Ireland. It sounds more like it, doesn't it? Third in the League of Ireland Men's Premier Division.
Okay, amazing that they're in the conference.
I mean, there's going to be some rotation there, surely.
Oh, surely. But interesting is the fact of at least it's not a million miles away.
True. True.
Right. Unlike Villa are going to Basel, Nottingham Forest are going to Utrecht. You know, because it's something to take consideration in for our personal teams, and something I probably should have looked at into further is like Nottingham Forest are going to be knackered because they haven't got the depth. So,
no, exactly. And City are off to Real Madrid tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Big old game.
To that.
So yeah, I think what we're getting at is how tired Palace will be, but maybe not so bad if they're only popping over to Ireland. Maybe rotation.
True.
But their team is much thinner than the likes of City. But if they were fresh, you'd fancy him to put up a good fight against Man City. Haaland,
Absolutely.
he's not been. There's another blank last week for him, obviously. I just think the Wolves, you can't ignore how bad they are.
You really can't.
Man United.
You really can't.
Man United put 4 past them. Come on.
Like it was that much. Like it's Wolves are in an absolute shambles, to be perfectly honest. And Saka is playing so well. He looks great. Like he really, really looks. I know he's not been like getting the huge hauls, but even when he has been playing his reduced minutes, as we said last week, 29 minutes and came off, got straight involved and got a goal. So
yeah,
he's been consistently returning little bit. So you would think against Wolves outfit he should.
I think.
But again, get worried about minutes. If they're 4-0 up by half time, he could come off.
Yeah. We also need to keep an eye on if how many minutes he gets tonight away at Club Brugge, because obviously Madueke's back now. So if Saka plays Champions League, you would fancy Madueke possibly to start at the weekend. So
absolutely,
that's something to keep an eye on. But for now, let's assume Madueke gets the game tonight against Club Brugge, and Saka's ready and raring for the weekend for a hat trick against Wolves. I think we go with him.
I'm up for it. I'm up for going against Haaland most weeks, to be honest, at this point. But yeah,
all right,
do
sweet.
it, man.
So that's locked in. So great, good team. Will,
okay.
How did your personal team get on last week, mate? With your free hit there, did you hit
Not
good
very
or
good.
did you hit bad?
Hit bad. I mean, you bear in mind that this was the team that we put together, and I went with it. The only difference that I made was the fact that I had a little bit more cash in the bank. And
You
I
heard right, guys.
Saka.
Is that Will is full of shit. He said that he was going to do the team that we chose. He couldn't help himself, but swapping Dewsbury Hall out for Saka. I get why you did it, because you obviously, when we do our free hit teams, we've got a budget of 100 million. But Will's obviously got extra value in his team, so he could get to Saka, which we could not. I get it.
So I bought in Chukwueze because I was like, I'm going to keep him because I kept on raving about him.
He was in the team. Yeah, he was in our team, wasn't he?
He was in the team, but then in my team, I had enough money for Saka over instead of Dewsbury Hall, so I decided to bring in Saka and have Chukwueze as first sub. Okay, so regardless, can I say that Dewsbury Hall was our first substitute on our free hit team for the masses.
True.
And so he wouldn't have come in anyway, because my goodness, I was freaking out. I was like, anyway, but Van
I bet you were like, please tell me he's first up. Please tell me. Is he coming up?
Yeah, exactly.
He couldn't come on anyway, so you were off.
Exactly. So I was like, it was by the by. So Menez was first sub, and he obviously didn't play, which we didn't know about.
It was so teasing. Sorry, mate, to interrupt. It was like he's first sub for everyone. And everyone had Munoz who wasn't playing. We actually used our first sub, but we couldn't get to him. It's like, so close.
Exactly.
Painful.
So second sub came in, which was De Hecke, and he managed to get a cheeky assist, I think, at the end there.
De Hecke. Van Hecke also, a.k.a.
Van Hecke. Sorry. But do you know what I was looking at? I was actually looking at your team. Yeah, I was looking at your team. Combination of the two would have been good. Not that bad. 45 points. It had a little red arrow. Nothing too dramatic. I'm just flip-flopping every week at the moment. Nothing dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Van Hecke 5. The other had Foden, Saka, Haaland. We've already discussed the team. Pickers in goal, got me a clean sheet, so that was quite tasty. But yes, we're off the free hit. We're back to the regular team this week, and still got some issues. But how did you get on? Sorry.
Similar vibe. Free hit. Obviously, the free hit teams were fairly similar. Munoz obviously didn't make it, and I got a little bit of bench jam from De Kuiper, who came off the bench with his 8-pointer because he got subbed before they conceded and lost their clean sheet. So a nice little 8 points, 2 bonus from him. 51 points, dropped down like 43,000 spaces, down to like 652k now overall. So could have been worse. Got away with it, and upwards and onwards really.
I guess that little cheeky.
I had a Mbumo, which was different to your Cunha, and Mbumo got his goal, which is good.
Just about to say, between the two, it's annoying because Cunha, could have had, as we've discussed earlier, could have had loads, and so could have Mbumo as well. To be fair,
but got quite a few flags going into this week now, as I know you do too. We both have Munoz and Senesi, who are both flagged. It sounds like they're both going to be all right. I think we need to listen to team news on Friday, but it's positive. Rice has also got a flag as well, which I'm keeping an eye on, but again, hoping that he'll be all right for the weekend. We'll see what the crack is tonight. I've got issue. Also, I've got Calafiori, who's suspended now as well. So my team was lit up like a Christmas tree. Thankfully, I've got 5 free transfers in the bank, which has come at a good time. What are you thinking about doing this week, Will?
I'm really up in the air at the moment. I want to get through these European fixtures. I'm really been tempted to push the button on Foden because I want to get him in, but I'm still just be patient, even though he's popped up in price increases here and there. But I feel like it's still manageable with the 5 transfers. But I'm just going to wait for Arsenal's game tonight and Crystal Palace's game on Thursday and just see how the land lies. But I'm thinking about shifting out. I might get rid of Virgil to free up a lot more funds. I might bring in who we had in the in our free hit team in Hincapi. Because they've got so many injuries in defence, but they're still, as we said, the Wolves game should be a slam dunk. Apart from that, I might hold Semenyo for another week. I'm going to hold Mbeumo for another week, I reckon, and kind of just back up the transfers as much as I possibly can. But again, that may change, as you said, if Muniz and Senesi are both flagged for the weekend. What about you, mate? Have you made any yet?
Not yet. I've been looking at Foden. I've been looking at Saka. I think Saka has to come in this week. I think I can go another week without Foden. And I think next week will be the time to bring him in. Obviously, as we said, away to Palace is not a great fixture, is it? But then following that, West Ham at home, Forest away, Sunderland away. They're the 3 that you need to get some Phil Foden in your team for, I think.
Sure.
But yeah, by that point, his price is rocketing. Big time. But yeah, I think I need to bring Saka in. I just want to check he comes through tonight unscathed. And then I'll get him in, I think. I can't currently afford him. I think I'd take out Enzo to bring him in and go...
Can I make a suggestion?
Go on, Will.
Harry Wilson.
Talk to me. No, I'm not doing that. Because Dewsbury Hall's going nowhere. I've had him.
Yeah, mate.
I've had him all season. I've had him since day one.
On the bench.
Yeah, on the bench. I've got a couple of returns, but yeah, he's done a lot off the bench for me. On the bench. Declan Rice, I'm happy to go double Arsenal midfield this week. I wouldn't mind that, as long as he's fit. And I'm not swapping out Rodgers or Fernandes. So Wilson can do one this week. But, as I was saying, I can't afford Saka. So someone needs to go. And I'm thinking it could be Mateta, as we said earlier, and maybe bring in Raul Jimenez.
Sure.
Because Fulham's fixtures, Burnley away, Forest at home, West Ham away, those next 3 are juicy. I think we definitely need to get some Fulham coverage in there. I've already got Anderson. So yeah, next week I've got, at the moment, I'm starting Munoz, but I might see if Senesi's going to be back against Man United. They're both equally bad fixtures, to be honest. But at least Munoz. City aren't that tight at the back, and Munoz could get an attack in return. I might start him. Virgil Anderson at the back. Might start Dubravka this week. I've got Petrovic. But might get a bit of Dubravka, because Petrovic's doing nothing. Bournemouth ain't doing much. I did get a clean out last week, to be fair. But let's see. And then, yeah. Wouldn't mind a bit of Raul Jimenez and Saka. That's what I'm thinking this week.
So are you going to try, obviously you're going to try and do this, but do you feel, if you could give any tips, would you try, because there's so many transfers, do you think it's worth keeping, how many transfers do you reckon it's worth keeping going forward? Obviously you try and keep as many as you can, but obviously it's a real temptation to just splurge them all and get rid of all 5.
Depends what your team's like, isn't it? And how much, it's if you do, there's a big part of me, it's right, I've got 5 transfers, let's get Foden and Saka in now, and I need to probably rotate another 3 players out of my team to afford it. It's fighting that temptation. I think I'd do 2. I would certainly love to keep as many as I can going into this Christmas period, because there's going to be injuries, there's going to be suspensions, as we've seen this week. I think as long as you can get out a strong 11, try and hang on to as many as you can, just because there's so much football to be played. I think they're going to be invaluable. So yeah, I'm looking at 2 max this week. I really don't want to use 3 straight off the bat.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to do the same. Try and keep 3 for next week, because next week when the AFCON players go, it's going to change things dramatically.
Have you got any AFCON players? Just Mbeumo?
I've got Mbeumo, and is Tanzabes as well. Isn't he off?
Don't know.
Or maybe not.
I'm not sure.
Let me just click on that new little button that you've got. This player may be called up for international duty. Have you seen that on the
I have seen that.
FPL? Very useful. When you shows when people are got 4 yellow cards, or if they're going to be going away for whatever.
You could do one of those buttons and like phonetically how to say players' names.
I could do with one of those buttons for life. Just like a little flag to be like, by the way.
Hang on, just hold that thought. I'm just gonna. Okay, continue.
Don't do that. You might want to rethink that decision that you're making that will change the rest of your life. I'm going to say something really lowbrow. Anyway, well, I think that's pretty. We've covered off captains, haven't we? So,
are you thinking you'll do Saka?
I think I might. I feel like that Wolves team, and
Thiago's not a bad shot either, by the way.
Share fair, but that Wolves team.
Oh, well, sorry, mate.
It's 1-on-1. Denver Bar for Chelsea scored. Can you believe it?
Sorry about that, mate. I had to take a quick call. I'm back. What were we saying? What were we saying?
I think we were just talking about going against Haaland and if you were going to go for Saka or not.
Yeah, he's locked in, mate. I think I'm just going to do it.
Yeah. Nice. I think it's a good week. I mean, look, Crystal Palace, hopefully they rest a load of players on Thursday so that they're put together correctly. But yeah, should be good.
All right.
Right.
I guess
that
only leaves time for football of 20 questions, doesn't it, Will?
Come on, man. I'm so ready for this week.
I'm not. It's my turn. I'm going to be in real trouble this week. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be annoying, I think, this one. Let's find out. So, here we go. Question number 1. Has this player played for a top 6 Premier League team?
No, he hasn't.
Knew it. No top 6. Okay. Is this player Caucasian?
Yes, he is.
White guy. Okay. 3. Has this player played for more than one Premier League team?
No.
Ooh. That's a big one. Okay. Has this player played... You're not going to like this one. Has this player played in Europe for this team?
Yeah, he has.
So that's a team that has previously been in Europe, but not a top 6 team.
No.
Okay. Which so pushes me into the kind of Villa, Newcastle. I mean, there's quite a few. I think even Southampton have played like in Europe. I mean, but Will knew this off the cuff. Just straight away knew it. Has he played for Villa?
I mean, I do have his Wikipedia page up.
True. Yeah, fair. But you'd have had to look at that. If I said like Southampton played in Europe before, you'd have had to check that. Has he played for Villa?
No.
No Villa. Okay, let's think a bit harder. Okay.
You're going down the Will route of asking questions. One at a time.
These questions are going to run out pretty quick.
One team at a time.
So, no top 6. So it could be Everton, could be Fulham, could be quite a few. Newcastle. Okay, let's start with those 3. Everton, Fulham, Newcastle. Has he played one of them?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, is the team that he played for still in the Premier League?
No.
Okay. Modi. Okay. Okay, right. So they played in Europe. Like Southampton. Leicester. Yeah, a bit of Leicester action. Well, am I allowed to get the championship up? No, it's probably too much.
You can get the championship up.
Okay, thanks, mate.
Because there's a lot of teams like
the old hamster's running a bit slow today. Do you know what I mean? So it could be a long show otherwise. Has he played for Southampton or Leicester? No, hang on, hold that thought. Has he played for Leicester?
No.
Oh, mate. Has he played for Blackburn Rovers?
No.
So to confirm, this team have previously played in Europe. That he's played for.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Just checking. Has he played for Bolton, Southampton, or Wigan?
No.
That's 10. Oh, hang on. Okay. Well, I did say he played for a Premier League team, didn't we?
No.
Oh, I didn't, did I? Okay, Will. Has this guy played in the Premier League?
No.
Oh, no! Okay, right.
Perhaps this is maybe a bit of a cruel week for me to hit you with one of these ones.
Okay, right. I've got 9 questions to pull
This
this
will
out
be
of the
quite.
bag.
I still think it is absolutely doable.
Is this guy played? Is he known for playing for one particular team? Like, you got a reputation for one team more than others? Would you say?
Yeah.
All right. But is that team? I'm just holding on to that team. Is that team from Italy?
No.
Is it Spain?
No.
Oh my god. Question 15.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a German team?
It is a German team.
Yeah, knew it. It's been coming.
You got 4 questions left.
Right. Is this player? Don't interrupt me, Will. Right. Is this player known for playing for Bayern Munich?
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, right. White guy. Is this guy retired?
Yes.
17. Oh, lordy. Okay. Is this guy German?
Yeah.
Is he a striker?
No.
If this is a German goalie, I'm going to be livid. Right, question 20. Wait, I get a small clue on question 20.
You get a small clue.
So that's the rule. At 20, you get a very small clue. Nothing too big. No red herrings. Just a small clue.
I think that given that I have chosen quite a challenging one, and you've barely had any sleep probably, and you've probably, got one eye on end of term, I'm going to give you a better clue. He has won the European Championship and the World Cup.
Yeah, well, he's German, isn't he? So, okay, I'm going to go with my gut. Because it's question 20 and I've got no choice, can't ask. Oh, wait, no, I'll get one more question and guess, don't I?
You get one more question and a guess.
Is he a wing back?
No. I can feel like I knew where you were going to go.
I thought it was Philip Lahm. I was like,
yeah, I had a feeling that.
All right, so I should have at least asked if he was a defender. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to kick myself because I know this. If I didn't spend 11 questions trying to figure out
you'd be all over it.
What Premier League team it is, I don't know that it's not a goalie. Oli Khan would be cruel. Goretzka. No, he's still playing. Okay. Oliver Kahn, final answer.
You sure?
I don't think I've got anything else, mate. I can't. There's a midfielder that I'm really struggling with.
Are you sure you want to go with Oliver Kahn?
I've just not got the bandwidth. So I can't. It's actually hurting to think today.
Okay.
Go on, hit me. Put me out of my misery,
Okay.
man. I can't believe this. This is going to really annoy me. I'm going to be really disappointed with myself.
I think it's unfair the fact that you've spent a lot of time and effort into going into Premier League or UK based players.
I mean, that's the game.
That's the game.
I've screwed myself with the wording.
This player was born on the 15th of June. And I'm going to tell you something after about this, but I will be kind. In 1969, this German footballer, former professional player who played as a goalkeeper, he started his career in Karl Schucker SC junior team in 1975. 12 years later, he made his debut match in a professional squad. He then moved to Bayern Munich in 1994, where he played from 1994 to 2008. He went on to play for Germany for pretty much the same amount of time. He's an absolute legend. He's now, from July for a while, he was one of the CEOs of Bayern Munich, where he played all of his games, as I said. And his name is Oliver Rolf Kahn.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something, though? Can I tell you something? I'm gonna cover myself, right? I'm gonna cover myself right now so that hopefully it doesn't get picked in the future, and I wouldn't use another one like this. The one other player who I was like, I could pick two. Which goalkeepers did I come up with straight away? And it was Oliver Kahn or Neuer, right?
Manuel Neuer, yeah, sure.
Both. All of the questions that you asked, both. It worked for both, and I was like, right at the end there, I was like, I could just switch it, but it wasn't. I was not thinking about Neuer. I was not thinking I was only going to go with Kahn.
You weren't,
so.
because is Neuer, he's not retired, is he? Is he retired now, Neuer?
No, of course he's not retired. He's still playing for Bayern Munich, isn't he, actually?
That's what I mean. So
I forgot about that question.
He's still playing, yeah. So I can't believe I got it, mate.
You managed to put it out the bar. Can I just tell you that that's 429 appearances for Bayern Munich, which is absolutely legendary. And just so you know,
mate.
0 goals scored.
He's rubbish.
0 goals scored in the whole of his career. Nothing, not
mate,
a sausage.
Put that in your pipe, Will.
Yeah, I'll take
Beautiful.
it. Well, I'll put it right in my pipe.
Great. Right, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, William. I'll see you at the weekend, my man.
Mate, see you Saturday morning.
See you Saturday, mate. Bright and early, suited and booted. And guys, we will see you next week. Thank you very much for listening to the show. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next week. Good luck in game week 16. That's a wrap. Hit the music.